How are we doing today, Twin Flames? Today I wanted to cover a very important topic, an ongoing problem, but thankfully soon dying, that's been secretly taking over and negatively affecting the entire world's population, especially when it comes down to starseeds, and even more especially when it comes down to Twin Flames. If any of you have ever been to church or have knowledge of sacred teachings or the occult, then you have likely already heard the term Jezebel's spirit before. If you have been on the Twin Flame Ascension Journey for a long enough time, then you've also likely heard of the term Distorted Masculine before as well. As I've stated many times before in the videos I've uploaded here, we are all living in and have been asleep and enslaved to what's known as the Matrix or the Beast System, like some sort of a sick, twisted game that tries to stop you from successfully ascending back up where you belong, which means that there has to be key players, kind of like chess pieces, that stands in your way to stop you in the best irritating, antagonistic way that they can. The main two chess pieces placed here as the polar opposite of the divine feminine and divine masculine are the Jezebels and Pharaoh-like distorted masculine figures, and this is so that they can pose as our friends, relatives, co-workers, bosses, in order to attach to us in any way that they can, feed on our precious life force energy every second that they can, and even try to steal our identity, sacred knowledge, and somehow switch places with us. So, as you can see, these toxic characters are not right in the head, are severely bonded to demonic entities, and are trying to take as many starseeds and twin flames with them, their food source, as possible due to their pretty well hidden zombie-like nature beneath the surface, and the Matrix codes commanding and giving them full permission to operate this way against us. As mentioned, these terrible programs are after Twin Flames more than anything, and if you ask why, the answer would be just for the hell of it, as they truly feel that they are getting something out of helping the devil with the stupidest crime of blocking free energy, happiness, eternal youth, infinite fun, and freedom for all. These characters are so toxic, polluted, and are the complete opposite match of our sacred holy temples and pure starseed soul, which is why God urges us to never, under any circumstance, mate or even share saliva with these nasty demonic parasites, as mixing our fluids and DNA together actually creates an inverted, distorted third energy instead, sends your divinity down to hell more and more every single time, severely distorts your image as Christ beings, infests you with even more parasites, blocks your consciousness from ascending, ultimately keeping you from attaining physical union with your true other half from the karmic wheel they have you spinning around on, just like their psychotic evil plan is designed. This whole operation really began to kick off in the ancient Egyptian era in an attempt of the nastiest thieves to send as many likely to succeed, way above it all people to hell with them when the ship known as the Age of Pisces timeline finally collapses, as they received information and foresight regarding our massive ascension, which was supposed to truly take place as soon as 2012 hit, into the Age of Aquarius' second childhood 5D paradise. This was also a major attempt and hidden satanic covert operation to bring Babylon to Mother Earth in modern day in plain sight, which they have most definitely successfully achieved. So they have literally in every single way been blocking our ascent into paradise by purposely sending all kinds of Jezebels and distorted masculine characters at our counterparts and ourselves as well, in order to hypnotize them with their spells, to bind them as their slave, infest them with parasites, and steer them further and further away from their true destiny the longer they remain together. As mentioned earlier, this can be achieved in a multitude of ways, some as so-called significant others, relatives, co-workers, and supposed authority figures, and the beast that they're tethered to and are blindly worshipping is desperate to make sure we are preyed on by them and placed under a ceiling, so that we may never wake up to the truth that we have been enslaved to them beneath the surface and that they actually like it. If you or your divine counterpart has been placed in the same position, I'm going to intend that any veils placed over your consciousness in secret by the devil to be lifted immediately so that you may see and feel any and all perpetrators and naysayers slimily and sneakily getting in the way of feeding on your sacred union underneath without your knowing. Now I'm going to ask that any entities that were just exposed and brought to your awareness to be cast out of God's kingdom and your sacred temple in the most humiliating way for what they so stupidly and selfishly attempted to get away with without your knowing. To conclude, I am now going to ask for all infected listeners to be swiftly promoted right above them as you and your twin kicks right off of their heads as they help support you for once right back up to the stars where you belong. This is because we actually have places to be and we don't have any time to waste on these clowns any longer. So great job working as a team to reclaim all power, birthrights, and full control over your eternal unions, just like you're meant to have. And I can assure you that no low-level entity will ever dare attempt to steal our royal inheritance to limitless freedom, magic, childhood, and wonder ever again. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check the description for info on my services and offers. Like and subscribe if you like future content from me. Look forward to a part 2 to this, and stay blessed, twins. Bye.